What matters most in this life? This question is something that I've had to think about a lot over the years. Learning how to prioritize what's most important, making plans, taking time to care for my home and my family, and making sure I focus my mind and body on helpful and virtuous things rather than things that are wasteful and can harm me. Hi. I like to sit and enjoy my baby as much as I can these days. He's very entertaining and I like seeing how he develops. I also try to work my body so it could last long as I grow older. This is from a 6-week boot camp that I did. This was a Zoom group workout at 7 a.m. Sometimes prioritizing means you have to replace things that are starting to become broken when you've used the same one for 15 years. I'm doing something I didn't think I would ever do, actually, but I am changing my branding. I wanted to tell you the reason why I'm doing it real briefly. I've gone as JusticePirate for a little over a decade now. I feel like I'm starting, I guess you would say, a new chapter in my life. My journey as a mother is changing. My journey as a minimalist is changing, but barely. Everything about me is just developing stronger. And with that, I said, you know what? When I was JusticePirate, I was still in my 20s. Now that I'm 40, I think it's time to change it more on who I feel I really am. There's something about identity that we all go through. Over time, I've established who I am, and now I really, really know who I am. And with that, I feel the most passion that I have in my life is intertwining together for this channel. I want to change how I share certain things because there's been a lot that I've gone through over the past few years. This journey that I've taken has brought me to this place where I need to be real with myself, with my friends, with my family, and I have been so silent. I've been too silent. And it's not a bad thing to be silent. I have learned that there are certain things maybe I shouldn't be as silent about, yet still respectful of others who maybe disagree with me or don't see eye to eye with my way of life. That's where I've come through this. So JusticePirate, I'm still totally about justice for the oppressed. And that was the whole reason for it. And the fact that the pirate thing, that was just that I think is what is doing this. I've described to people what a JusticePirate is over the years. Fighting human trafficking, but also the fact that I am branded basically with something I did when I was only 21 years old. I can't even get this sleeve up over to show you because this is a tight sleeve. You ever get one of those sleeves? But having the Jolly Roger flag for all these years, if I could go back in time, would I get this tattoo? Probably not, but it is who I am. Sorry, plant. I can't go back and change things. I don't see myself as someone who wants to ever hurt another person, not through violence or anything, but the idea of being independent, being a free spirit on the sea, and being able to kind of rebel in good forms, not the bad forms. I don't want to go too deeply into that, but JusticePirate, I'm still always going to be JusticePirate. However, what I'm really, really passionate about is being a minimalist for certain. That's been something since 2006 I've been a minimalist. So I want to be able to teach people a little bit more about minimalism, how I live my life, what minimalism has meant for me over the years. And then I want to go into something else. So something I don't really talk about, but a lot of people have questions about when they find out and they're like, huh? I'm a Mennonite. And I know a lot of people are like, what's a Mennonite? We don't have that in our country. And, you know, a lot of people are like, I've never heard what a Mennonite is. But people in America typically have this idea of what a Mennonite is. A lot of Mennonites are known to be simple people. They live their life in a way that people go like, whoa, that's a little old school, and like, why are they dressed like that? Not all Mennonites dress a certain way. There are different forms of different types of Mennonites. The old order Mennonites dress more conservatively, the head covering. There are ones that are like in between, where they're a step further than that. So many things I could get into about Mennonites. I have been a member of a Mennonite church for a decade now. As a Mennonite, I'm not really a preachy person because it has kind of like steered me in a bit, just the way that Mennonites live. It has trained me in different ways of how to better my life. The fact that I'm a Mennonite and a minimalist, I was like, let's combine that to a Mennomilist. So I'm a Mennomilist. I am the Mennomilist. I want to talk a little bit about where I am in my day-to-day faith and how being a Mennonite and a minimalist, how they work together. So that's what I'm doing, this rebranding. If you have questions about being a minimalist or a Mennonite, I will answer those in time. I will try to show you. I keep hitting this poor little plant. So I hope you'll join me in this new journey, this new stage of where I'm going to be opening up a little bit, maybe learn some things if you're interested in minimalism, because I feel like minimalism has kind of faded a lot, but for me it's stayed the whole time, all these years. Anyway, this is long enough. Thank you so much.
And this is my Mennonite church. Small and simple, just the way I like it.